Hi everyone, I'm Peter Fukao from Hawaii. I'm still in Japan. Outside it's snowing so much, so cold than Hawaii. So I'd like to talk about today the importance of the laws of hell from the perspective of the Christianity perspective. So we need to overlook the laws of hell between chapters, not only between lines, because Master taught us within a half month, about 2 weeks, he preached all of the chapters of Lord of Hell. That means he intended to preach one chapter by one chapter. So we need to look at between chapters, the sequence of each chapter, I mean. From that perspective, I can say, so we have 3 points from 5 chapters. So first thing we need to know is to control our mind by the teaching of the difference between the oil and the stone from chapter 1, because it taught us our controlling our mind is depending on what we can choose in every moment, which way to go to the state of the mind as an oil or a stone, as a metaphor. If you choose an oil, you can go to heaven every moment. The accumulation of the moments lead you to heaven. But if you choose a stone in every moment, the accumulation of the moments leads you to hell. Consequently, the second thing we need to know is from chapter 2 and 3 about 6 delusions that tells us what is wrong things in our mind clearly, so that we can avoid to be like a stone to go to hell, to know the criteria of 6 delusions that leads us to hell. And the final third thing is about chapter 5 regarding the instinction of our mind. So instinct of faith, the master said in the 5th chapter. Originally, we have an instinct of faith that has been taught only one time in the Laws of Prosperity, 1999. But after that, we've never seen it. Again, we saw it in the Laws of Hell next year. This is tremendously important thing, because going back to the first point, for the Christian people, there is a teaching of sinners, original sin in humankind. This is the opposite teaching of the original sin. We have in our mind the instinct of faith originally. And also, Master said, we are a part of God's light. We have a fragment of God's light in us originally. Then, if we see the Christian teaching, like there's no reincarnation system in the teaching of Christianity, and there's no such a teaching like six delusions that decide the criterion about the evil and good. Christians believe there is only way to go to heaven is to believe in Jesus Christ. That's not based on the teaching itself. How to control our mind, how we can think to go to heaven. That part is missing in Christianity. After all, nowadays Christians cannot see the criteria to go to heaven or hell. But the laws of hell shows us the criteria about which way, heaven or hell, you go is depending on how you control your mind. Based on the six delusions, if you avoid it, your mind will be like an oil to flow up to the surface of the water. It's like heaven. Because you're originally from heaven. You are originally good. If you follow your instinct of faith, you will go to heaven. But there is six delusions in the world, on earth, that deludes you to go to hell. So you need to avoid the situation. This is the structure of the laws of hell, I believe. Then we can convey this truth. If you are in Christian society, let's convey this truth. Firstly, in short, which way to go, oil or a stone? If you want to be like oil, you need to know how to avoid the situation where you are trapped in the six delusions: greed, anger, foolishness, conceit, doubt, wrong views. You can avoid it and you will go to heaven. Because you are originally good. You have originally instinct of faith. If you are not deluded by the six delusions, you will go up to the heavenly world naturally. To choose in every moment the state of mind as an oil which leads you to heaven. That's lighter than the stones. Right? right. So this is, I believe, what we need to convey next year by the laws of hell, by the 3 points. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Christmas and next year. Aloha. Mahalo.